Cognitive biases are mental shortcuts our brains use to make sense of the world. While they help us process information quickly, they often lead to flawed judgments and irrational decisions. You may go through life completely unaware that these thinking errors shape your choices, opinions, and beliefs every single day. The truth is, you can't turn them off. They're hardwired into your brain. But recognizing when they occur, and understanding the situations where they are most likely to influence you, is the first step to becoming a more rational and thoughtful thinker. This lecture is inspired by the works of Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman and his groundbreaking book Thinking, Fast and Slow. Here are 10 of the most common mind traps. Confirmation bias. We tend to seek out and believe information that supports what we already think while ignoring evidence that contradicts it. The anchoring effect. Your decisions are heavily influenced by the first piece of information you receive, even if it's random or irrelevant. For example, seeing an initial high price on a product can make a lower price seem like a bargain, even if it's still overpriced. The availability heuristic. We judge how likely something is based on how easily we can recall an example. If we hear about plane crashes often, we may think flying is far more dangerous than it actually is, despite statistics proving otherwise. Loss aversion. We fear losing something more than we desire gaining something of equal value. This makes us risk-averse, cling to bad investments, or refuse to let go of failing relationships or projects. The Dunning-Kruger effect. People with low ability in a subject tend to overestimate their knowledge, while experts are more aware of their limitations. This leads to overconfidence in the uninformed and self-doubt in true experts. The sunk cost fallacy. We continue investing time, money, or effort into something just because we've already invested a lot, even when it no longer makes sense. This happens in bad relationships, failing businesses, or watching a terrible movie just because we paid for the ticket. The halo effect. We judge a person's overall character based on one positive trait. For example, assuming someone who is attractive or well-spoken must also be intelligent or kind. Survivorship bias. We focus on the success stories and ignore the failures. Entrepreneurs often hear about billionaires who dropped out of college and made it big, without considering the thousands who did the same and failed. The framing effect. The way information is presented influences our decisions. Saying a surgery has a 90% survival rate sounds reassuring, but saying it has a 10% death rate sounds terrifying, even though both statements mean the same thing. Hindsight bias. After something happens, we convince ourselves that we knew it all along. This makes us overconfident in our ability to predict the future and blinds us to randomness and uncertainty. Final thoughts. Cognitive biases shape every aspect of our lives, from personal relationships to business decisions. You can't eliminate them, but by recognizing them, you can learn to think more critically and make better choices. Understanding these mind traps is the first step toward becoming a more rational, self-aware, and objective thinker. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated.